for whatever reason, this is just a random thing that's been on my mind too. Like, what would you call this? I guess, hold on, give me a sec. Like, not, like, I guess a penny for my thoughts. That's the word I'm looking for. Penny for my thoughts is, for whatever reason, I'm gonna probably have an annotation to this. I think ever since I did my, my top 10 DC villains, like my DC villains list, I've been regretting it. For, like, I don't know why, but I don't know why. This is not that deep. It's not that big of a deal. But for whatever reason, I feel really, like, kind of like, I'm, like, slapping a knee on me that I put Sinestro as an honorable mention and not a part of the actual list. I mean, granted, an honorable mention is an honorable mention and all this other stuff, but for whatever reason, part of me just went, man, I should have just put Sinestro on there. And I was so torn between him or Reverse Flash, or I think it was either him or Reverse Flash. I kept, like, kind of debating in my head, because I really like both villains. Ironically, both wear yellow, but I don't know, like, I've noticed that as I've gotten older, I've really liked Sinestro more, and maybe it's because of the fact that when you think DC villains, people think, oh, Joker, Harley Quinn, Darkseid, Lex Luthor, Brainiac, General Zod, Two-Face, Riddler, Scarecrow, sometimes Cheetah, sometimes Black Manta, sometimes, I don't know, maybe Doomsday, maybe Reverse Flash, maybe Deathstroke. All these are the villains, but yet Sinestro is one that no one really mentions, to my knowledge. Then again, when you, like, I'm basically saying, like, kind of like, I'm like, it feels a bit underrated unless I'm totally 100% wrong, which I could always be wrong. Like, my opinion doesn't have to always be accurate or correct. You guys can always be like, well, I disagree. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't go ahead and say, you're wrong, and you're stink, and your opinion sucks, but I'm like, I'll take, like, hey, I would disagree. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But maybe that's just me, or maybe I just had, like, this weird, not epiphany, but I just had this moment of I was like, yeah, the lanterns in general just don't get enough appreciation. If you really think about it. I mean, an honorable mention's still an honorable mention. I still like Sinestro. He's still, I'd say, like, a favorite villain of mine in terms of DC villains. Like, if I said top 11, he would have been, he'd been number 11 maybe, or maybe, I don't know. I would have rearranged it differently. The point is, I'm not gonna go back and re-edit it. It's just the point of, hey, I feel bad, but not even just for Sinestro, but just, you know, like, the lanterns don't get enough, like, love, really, because there's the Black Lanterns that have Black Hand, the Red Lanterns are led by Atrocitus, and of course the Green Lanterns, like, when you think DC heroes, that's not the first ones you think of, and not that they need to be, but it's like, oh shit, you kind of forget about them sometimes, because people probably think Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Flash, sometimes Aquaman, sometimes Robin, sometimes Shazam, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments of this video, like, if you guys agree or disagree on this statement. Like, what do you guys think of when you think of DC heroes and DC villains? Do you think, like, oh, Green Lantern does get appreciation? Do these characters don't? Who do you think gets the appreciation? Who do you think doesn't? I don't know. It's just a random thought that just popped in my head. And I just realized after I said this, I was gonna probably do a video, just kind of going on a bit to speed know it. Maybe I'll still do that, maybe I won't. Not a big deal, not that deep. Anyways, that's just my little 2 cents. Feel free to leave it in the comments, like, who do you guys think of? Like, what are your go-to, like, characters you're thinking when it comes to DC? Like, oh, my DC heroes I think of are this person, this person, this person, and then villains are this person, this person, this person. I don't know. Let's just see the debate. Let's just see the discussion in the comments section. Plus, just like, I don't know. The more I think about it, yeah, as I've gotten older, Sinestro, there is something about him. Like, I think there's a bit of, like, not that he has a point to what he did was right, but, like, I don't know. There is some truth to the fact of, yeah, the Guardians of the Universe kind of did fuck me over, because they said they basically kicked me out, but yet at the same time they kicked him out for basically committing genocide. He killed his own people. If I remember correctly, Sinestro killed his own people. But I think there is truth to him being like, yeah, the Guardians of the Universe, I don't like them, I despise you guys. But yet, he did it for bad reasons. So, like, he's kind of right that, yeah, the Guardians are kind of not the best in the world, but for what he did was wrong. His actions are wrong, his words are right. There's a difference there. So I at least will say that. And there is a bit of like sinistry to Sinestro that I really not adore, but I really like. And his intellect and his sophistication a little is kind of cool. Like he has like this very just this strong arrogance to him that's not too like egotistical, but he's like, yeah, I'm kind of like I've been around this spot, I've been around this park for years, so you don't want to mess with me. I have a chip off the old block, sort of thing. I don't know. Like maybe he doesn't have a chip off the old block. He's more than a chip. He's got some cracks in him for sure. But just the fact that he took the yellow lanterns and turned it into his own like core. He made the yellow lantern core into the Sinestro core, and then he became one of the white lanterns. So that had to mean something. I don't know. I'm just basically giving him credit for his power. So I mean,